I literally want her tried for murder and spend the rest of her life in prison or executed.
So could you kind of just tell us your name and why?
Planned Parenthood abortion bus. We saw this at the end of the last video, and I was actually super curious to see what they had to say about this shit. Let's go.
All right, guys.
These are all pro-life people, I believe.
The suit is off, and I'm super tired, so
This guy has been
gonna
grinding.
get a slice of pizza and orange soda, and then open up my laptop. And
He's legitimately been
open up
grinding.
my favorite application,
Because I think he
Premiere
edits
Pro.
all his own videos. Like, this is how,
Nothing
yeah, Premiere
ever
Pro.
goes wrong with that great application. In fact, if you're watching,
Why does he edit his own videos?
Adobe,
Bro, paid
shoot me your
editor.
contact info. Would like to call you and tell you how much your software means to me.
Hello, JonnTsai. What's up,
Just
Roha?
kidding.
Bro, you missed out. I just
Oh,
played.
God, is there
I
some
just
other
played
shit
some
happening
chess,
up
bro.
here? Fuck. All right, DNC, Democratic National Convention. Looks like there's a Planned Parenthood abortion bus up here at this rally. Which means
Do they really just
I
go
gotta
to Planned Parenthood?
There's protesters outside
Right?
of it.
They just go to Planned
All right.
Parenthood and just strike?
Looks like here we are. Third
How do people
installment
have this much
Democratic
time?
National
Did I
Convention,
win?
Pro-life, pro-choice face
Hey,
off. Here we go.
Hey, you're gonna have to see to find out. If y'all remember my take on this, I said if abortion is murder, who cares?
So I thought my day was over. We went to the Poor People's Army March at Humboldt Park.
My name is Jill Stein. I am the Green Party
This is
candidate
cool.
for president.
I hope
you could
she
be
wins,
whatever you want.
but she
You could be
won't
gay,
because
you
she's
could
not
be
part of the two
anything.
I was
parties.
about to drive home. Noticed a little scuffle happening right here, if you want to call it that. We have a Planned Parenthood RV type tour bus situation.
Today, Planned Parenthood offered some of its services in a mobile clinic near the United Center.
They're actually going to be offering
Planned
free abortion
Parenthood!
medication, inflatable IUDs.
You
and
can go get inflatable IUDs. What? There's an inflatable IUD? Wait, how does that work? Isn't the IUD the thing you put in your arm? And then it just makes it so that you can no longer have babies and shit, but you can make an inflatable one? Okay, I'm so sorry. This is gonna sound mad ignorant. When I think of inflatable IUD, I think they like stick it up you and then it inflates and blocks the passage. Am I wrong? That sounds nuts, right? That gotta sound nuts, right? IUDs in the utero, right? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Dog, this is not some male talk. If I cut off my balls, is that considered genocide? Oh, wow. Wow, that's a W question, bro. It goes in your womb? IODs definitely aren't in your arm? Okay, but maybe it is.
This is ghoulish.
Never seen something like that. And then there was a sort of pro-life demonstration on the other side through the fence. As it turns out, one of the people in that demonstration is the leading presidential candidate for the third
I don't like the way this guy looks.
most popular independent party outside of the Democrats and Republicans.
Dude, you got that right. Constitution Party. You got Libertarian Party, Green Party, and us.
Constitution Party?
And I'm the nominee for the Constitution
Why
Party.
are there so many people? Like, I love third parties because they are the people who honestly probably should get voted. But dog, you're all wasting your fucking times, right? Am I wrong? Are they not all wasting their times? Like, bro, I feel like if there's going to be a third party that actually competes, everyone has to be voting for the third party. Does that make sense? Like, there can't be like a third party with a 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, 9th party. It has to be a third party so that we can split it up into threes. But if you split it up into like 2 big boys and then a bunch of little fish, it's never going to work. He looks like he kind of looks like Bob Ross, right?
Party.
Andrew
And we're
Yang,
gonna be running
baby.
TV ads
Is
this
Andrew
fall
Yang
all over
from
the country.
Isn't Andrew Yang a
busting
Democrat?
Kamala's chops.
What do you guys think is the number one issue facing the country
It's
right
because
now?
of electoral
kidding,
college.
It's the
GG.
shedding of innocent blood, the murder of babies. Period.
Who-
Nothing even comes close.
Who
about
cares, bro? Who cares?
Homelessness is tragic. It can be solved. If you're alive, you're alive. If you have your head ripped off and you're thrown in a garbage dump, you're dead.
How about we stop slaughtering God's children?
I'm the last truly pro-life.
This is why I don't like this. This is why I don't like this. This is why exactly why I don't like this. Okay, one, is it not murder if I just jerk off and into a fucking tissue paper and then I just throw it in the trash can? Is it because those things are alive, right? The spermicide, whatever, it's alive, right? So wouldn't that also be murder? Also, who the fuck is this guy to say, are you murdering God's children? What if I don't prescribe to that belief? And that's not even on some weird shit. Like, I don't care what people believe, but I just think it's weird when then it's like, I'm correct because of my religion. And it's like, bro, like, you can't do that to everybody. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Oh, because of my religion, I'm correct. No, that's like, this guy's fucking dumb as fuck, no? He looks like the judge from American Got Talent. How do you have the Constitution Party when he literally doesn't separate his religious views from politics? Is that part of their shit? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Life candidate in the race.
At what point do you think after conception, the, I guess, baby becomes a human being?
This was a joke question, right? Scientifically, the human life begins at one cell. So you had 46 chromosomes, you had 30,000 genes, and your gender...
I don't think that's a joke question. Why did he ask him that's a joke question? The question is, when does he consider it life?
This was a joke question.
I guess, baby becomes a human being.
This was a joke question,
Yeah.
right? Scientifically,
No.
the human life begins at one cell. So you had 46 chromosomes, you had 30,000 genes, and your gender, the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, all of it was right there in that one cell.
Okay.
All you needed was time, protection, and food. The Democrat Party stands for the shedding of innocent blood. I don't want to negotiate with them. I want...
Is conception like when you bust a nut inside and impregnate? Like, is that what conception means? I'm sorry I'm using such crazy words, but I think that's what that means, right? So she's saying like it only starts the second. So this is such a cop-out, bro. This is such a fucking cop-out. Am I wrong? This is a cop-out because, like, you know you're not going to sit there and say no one can jerk off anymore, but this is a cop-out. Why does it start the second it gets in there? I don't think so, bro. If you're gonna say it starts as early as possible, it's starting in the nut. Okay. Is he saying that if men don't use every sperm cell inside them, then that's mass murder? That's what I'm saying, right? Conception is when the sperm fertilizes the egg. Ah, yeah, okay. So he's saying that all the sperm and all that shit, none of that shit matters. The only thing that matters is the second it gets
I want that woman in prison for
the
the rest
cell
of her life.
tasted on and fucking egg and shit. I don't know what that means. Also, thank
Which
you for the
woman?
follow, Charlos.
Pauline McNicholas, the murderer who is killing human beings in that van. I literally want her tried for murder and spend the rest of her life in prison or executed.
So could you kind of just tell us your name and why you're here?
Yeah, Dr. Callie McNicholas. I am the Chief Medical Officer for Planned Parenthood Great Rivers, and I am here to bring free healthcare, vasectomies, and medication abortion to the area.
As far as the pro-choice movement right now and with women's rights, how would you describe the state of affairs?
Well, we currently have a public health crisis as a result of the Dobbs decision. You know, half the country has lost access to abortion care, which has had a significant ripple effect and, you know, impacted pregnancy care more broadly. So we're currently in a state of crisis, but I think, you know,
This is just a really question. Why do people even care so much about this shit? Why do people even care so much about this shit? I'm not joking. Why the fuck do people even care so much about this? Like, dead ass. Like, I don't even have strong feelings about it, but like, why do people even care? And what I mean is, like, why do people care enough to say, like, oh, this is murder? Like, you're spending all your time on Earth, and you're just like, no, you women are not allowed to get abortions. But why do you care so much? The fuck it affects you for? You know what I mean? How the fuck does it affect you?
I have only one path
Because
forward,
someone
and
else
that's to
told
fix
them
it.
to? That's what I feel like.
Following the overturning of Roe v.
Like, they're like, if you don't support me, then you're a murderer. And then people feel bad. They're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm part of your party, so I have to support you. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I feel like y'all don't really care that much. Like, how about you go out there and get a better paying job? Like, do something useful, bro. I feel like just wasting their fucking time trying to stop this shit.
Our wait time pre-decision was about 3 to 4 days, and now we are looking at a wait time of 2 to 3 weeks. Nothing could truly prepare us for
Everyone's getting abortions.
what it was going to be like.
Pregnancy can be incredibly challenging to people's health, and women do die during pregnancy, right?
Ooh.
Actually, this country has a very disappointing maternal mortality rate, and it's, you know, the highest for Black and brown folks, right? And so in the context of having, you know, dangerous pregnancy in this country, we certainly shouldn't be eliminating the opportunity for folks to maintain their health during pregnancy. I've been doing this work for almost 20 years, and I can tell you that I have seen folks access abortion from every range of the political spectrum, young folks and older folks, people who are poor and people who are rich. It
People
is
who are
something
left
that is just
and people who are right. That's what she didn't mention. They don't want people to know this, bro. Dude, 90% of the fucking politicians that are against abortion have almost 100% fucking done it in their lives. Okay? They just can't come out and say that shit. And guess what? They are where they are because of that abortion. So, like, how the fuck are they to come out and say that shit should not be allowed, GG's?
So common in our reproductive lives, but has been so stigmatized. And so folks don't talk a whole lot about it.
Right.
What we do know is that even since the Dobbs decision, the number of abortions in this country hasn't gone down.
Tonight, a new report shows abortions in the U.S. reached the highest level in over a decade.
Hey, you gotta get it while you can.
Bans.
So that means that people must be getting abortion somehow. Certainly some folks are traveling lots of miles, jumping through many, many hurdles and hoops to get that care. But also the availability of and knowledge around self-managed abortion has increased. And so folks are using things like mail services to access care. And that's okay. It's safe. It's safe to do that so long as you know how to use the medication and when you need to have follow-up.
The FDA says it will permanently allow patients to receive the so-called abortion pill by mail before the pandemic.
That's pretty fucking fire, bro. Like, you're telling me this right here is enough to kill a whole ass baby in your stomach? Dude, that's fire. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking fire, yo. Also, Dyke Dean, what is up, my brother, bro? Welcome to the fucking stream, my guy.
In person from their healthcare providers.
I'm sorry, that's the first thing. That's the first thing this dude hears. I'm so sorry, bro.
New rule announced yesterday could help some women circumvent restrictions on abortion in states such as Texas.
If you really, wanted to reduce the number of abortions, for example, you would fix the reasons why people need abortion, right? Food insecurity, housing insecurity, unequal pay. Those are all things that influence people's ability to expand their family, right? If we could help people, have secure income and secure housing, for example, right? If we can help them live their healthiest lives, then
I agree with what she's saying. She's saying, like, you shouldn't even be focused on the people trying to get abortions. Like, focus on things that make people want to get abortions. And I think that's kind of fair. But I mean, in reality, how about you just stop giving a fuck? Why do they care so much? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you're gonna spend a whole ass afternoon protesting this shit? Nah, there's no fucking way, bro. This is the biggest waste of fucking time on earth, bro. There's no way.
Then they might choose to expand their families.
How do you feel about late-term abortions?
I think that people need abortion for a variety of reasons throughout pregnancy, and it is impossible for us to think about what all of those potential options are. I have seen pregnancies go from, very joyful events to incredibly catastrophic in a matter of seconds or minutes. And so the reality is we really have to trust the healthcare system. We have to trust people who are pregnant and the people who are taking care of them to decide what is the best care that they need in that moment.
I got a 5-month prison sentence for showing Bill Clinton an aborted baby.
How'd you get the aborted baby?
What? See how much this guy cares? See how much the guys care? Man got his hands on an aborted baby. Carries this aborted baby to Bill Clinton and just shows it to him. Like, dog, bro, get a fucking life, bro.
It was taken out of a dumpster by some friends of mine. We named him Baby David.
Operation Rescue members have a radical technique for shocking people with the gruesome reality of abortion. They confront them with actual aborted fetuses. That's what Randall Terry and other Operation Rescue leaders said they planned to do to Bill Clinton sometime during the week of the Democratic Convention. And as the headline showed, on July 14th, that's just what one of their members did. The problem was, hearing of their plan, the New York District Attorney General got a judge to put out an injunction forbidding them from confronting Clinton with a fetus. So arrest warrants went out for 7 Operation Rescue leaders, and they surrendered themselves at the federal courthouse in New York City, July 16th.
It was quite amazing to...
And didn't change a single thing. Didn't change a single thing. No. This guy's whole life mission has been to stop this shit, and it has not changed a goddamn thing. I'm telling you, he's wasting his fucking time. You know why? Because powerful and rich people get abortions all the time. You will never be able to get rid of it, bro. You are fighting against people who need that shit, okay? Let alone the ethics of it, right? Like, the ethics of it is, I don't think anyone should even care. I feel like women should be able to do whatever. If they want to fucking abort the baby, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not this guy. You want to do, you do whatever you gotta do, right? But, like, come on, yo. Like, come on, yo. Like, you accomplish nothing.
To get there.
Your body, my choice.
The Secret Service is still gonna baby to Clinton. Harley did the crime and I did the time, baby.
Did you have to join a prison gang?
Yeah, I was on 2 chain gangs. Well, actually, I was on 1 chain gang in Georgia and 1 prison work camp in Pennsylvania.
No, I mean like the Aryan Brotherhood or the Peckerwoods.
Oh my God.
What the hell's wrong with you? Defend children, defeat Kamala, destroy the Democrat Party.
Abortion is passion! Abortion is abortion!
What's up, guys? This video is sponsored by...
They always look like this, don't they? They always look like this, don't they?
What's up, guys? This video is sponsored by Incogni. What if I told you that thousands
My
of
man's
companies
wearing
and
some
pesky
white Air
data
Max
brokers
97s
are
is so
collecting,
fire, bro.
aggregating, and
It's
selling
actually so
your
fire, bro.
personal data.
Also, Doc
Would you
King,
believe
thank you
that?
so much for the
Guess what?
follow.
It's true.
I just
And
saw
that's
that, my
probably
bad, bro.
why
Thank you
get
so much for the
many
follow. Let me
annoying
link the
phone calls
Discord.
and emails selling you
While
products
we're watching
and
this
trying to
ad,
solicit shit you
for
don't
the,
even need, homie.
But
this
also,
is a
guess
Discord
what?
we use
You
for
have
all the
the right
reaction
to
stuff that I
request the
post on my
data
YouTube
brokers.
channel, all that shit,
Stop
bro. If you
doing
post
that
something,
shit.
I will react to
Problem
it.
is, because these
Just don't
pesky
post some
companies have
trash,
such
please.
a weird structure, that would take you years to do. But with Incogni, it can become super simple. Incogni does the messy work for you automatically.
I watch
Figuring out
these
who's
because
got
it's
your data, who's
respectful,
spying
because
on your
I'm watching the
shopping
videos and
habits
I'm
and
reacting
making
it and then I'm
big bucks off
posting
the
it.
way
It's
you like to
respectable
spend
to
and
watch.
browse.
Like,
Incogni
then,
helps you protect your data by
you know,
figuring out who's
to, like,
selling
watch
it
the
and
whole
reaching out
ad
to
for the
every
video.
single one of them on your behalf and saying, hey, stop doing that. Incogni. I can give you, that's right, you, 60% off the annual Incogni plan with my link and my code. Just go to www.incogni.com/channel5.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. I didn't even realize what this is for. I didn't even realize what this is for. I'm not even gonna bullshit.
Channel 5 for a free 60% off. That's a deal.
That's how you know
Time
it's
to
a
get those
scam.
pesky,
That's how you know it's a
annoying
fucking scam.
data brokers
60%
off
off?
your ass.
Your
Okay,
product
back
is a
to the
scam.
streets. You know, one thing that I was thinking about, though, and one of my big
No, you
criticisms
know,
in
oh, check my
general of
chat,
the
my bad.
pro-life lobby, right, is that they seem to care so much about the unborn. A lot of the same
You
people
finally saw my Instagram. I
criminalize
did.
youth
I did. My bad.
delinquency and
I got
stuff
you
like
back,
that,
bro.
and they don't want to do the same amount of funding for the education system and for the child care services. Is it the same people that seem to encourage locking kids up when they're 15 years old?
Yeah, I want to speak to this. I know what you're going to say, but I just want to say
Wait. I want to hear the question
My
again
link,
because I kind of missed it.
Incogni.com/code channel 60% is that they one of my big to the streets.
Okay.
You know, one thing that I was thinking about, though, one of my big criticisms in general of the pro-life lobby, right, is that they seem to care so much about the unborn. A lot of the same people criminalize youth delinquency and stuff like that, and they don't want to do the same amount of funding for the education system and for the child care services. Is it the same people that seem to encourage locking kids up when they're 15 years old?
Okay. So he's saying that they care, they care so much about the life of the unborn things, the things that haven't come out, but then they don't give a fuck about the things that have come out. Like the kids come out and then they don't give a shit about them. And once you're out, it's GG's. But it's like, and they're probably gonna put it on the parents, right? Like, I mean, hey, shifting blame. That's the way to do it, bro. These emotes are cute. It's for Lillian. I should probably put the other ones too, right?
Yeah, I want to speak to this. I know what you're going to say, but I just want to say that long ago in this country,
I don't like how pretentious this other guy is. Like, even when he answers questions, he's like, "Is that a real question? Are you serious? Is that a serious question?" And I think he says that because he's coping for the fact that he doesn't have an answer. I legitimately think he says that because he wants to make you feel bad for asking a real question because he doesn't have a real answer for it. Like, dead ass, 100%.
when there was segregation or slavery even, there has been a tremendous fallout from the abolition of slavery. Like you mentioned, the prison industrial complex being one of them. Ongoing police brutality and injustice is another one. And those are issues that we really do need to mitigate and address. And I'm fully like, Black lives do matter. And I align with leftists on all of their economic policies. But I think that, like I said, you know, this is an ongoing genocide. Like, are we really going to...
Wait, what? Wait, she's not even answering the question.
Say that we have to get all of our ducks in a row before we stop murdering children? Like, I operated...
I think what he's saying is that you should care about both, but you don't even care about both. You only care about this specific thing, which is before they're born, but you don't give a flying fuck about the kids afterwards. She said Black lives do matter, and that's what I knew she was gonna drop a bomb. Yeah, I agree too. It's like she's pretty much prepping you by saying like all the good things. I am left pretty much in everything except for this, so don't get mad at me.
In California for years. California is one of the safest places to have a baby anywhere. Like, amazing. Well, you know, they could be better, but better than most places. Funding for poor families, and yet they have one of the highest abortion rates in the country. So we know that there is an industry that's working against people, that's working in favor of exploiting people. And, you know, as a leftist, that is capitalism working. It's a
Okay, so I think she's saying that there's a business in abortion, and there definitely is, right? Like the people from that side, they definitely make a fuck ton of money, right, from that shit. But what I mean is that it's like none of these people need it. Like what I mean is like they're not selling a service. Like okay, but that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like the people, it's like they get pregnant and then they need it done, but they're not. It's not like the abortion people are going out and being like and like throwing ads around and like they're trying to get everyone to get pregnant. Like they're somehow like creating this cycle of like people getting pregnant. Like they're somehow making people pregnant. And then those pregnant people come to them, and it's just like an infinite money train. Like it's not like that. It's like they're selling this. They are making money off this service, but it's like I wouldn't even blame it on them. Like it's not their fault that people are having kids, and like that they're not ready for. I just feel like it's weird to be like, oh yeah, there's a business around it. Like there's a business around fucking everything, right? There's a business around everything, right? Like are we gonna blame people's like drug addictions on the companies for the companies that like that sell medicine to fix it? No, right? Like we would blame it on the fucking people who are actually like doing the drugs and shit. I don't fucking know. Canada's also one of the most expensive places to live in, low-key kind of high crime depending where. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's not as safe as she's putting it out to be. She's saying it's not a requirement to start caring about supporting people before stopping abortions. She's saying it's not a requirement to start caring about people supporting people before stopping. But yeah. Yes, as a result of this lack of service and support for people, capitalism.
It's a trickle-down effect.
Yeah, I just think the most effective middle ground to find between pro-life and pro-choice is investing more in childcare services.
Yeah.
Three things. Number one, I have been in prison more than most people. Not as much as a lot of people. And I can tell you that America's prison system is atrocious.
Oh, true.
Number two, I adopted
the prison system is actually a money-making system.
2 African-American children, the so-called hard-to-place children. And
what? Why are both of these people's defense immediately going to race? I mean, I guess they're trying to tie the fact that like the young delinquents are of like black and brown like descent is like what they're implying, but I mean it could be anybody, right? It doesn't.
And the foster care system.
I just find it's weird that their
their
immediate defense is just like I have black kids or I think black lives matter.
Money doesn't always fix things. It just doesn't. And you said a place to meet in the middle. I cannot meet with somebody who wants to rip a child's head off. If you're a Nazi and you want to kill Jews and you're over here and you're saying, no, we're Christians and we don't want to kill Jews, there's no middle ground. You don't.
Okay, this is the part though. Christians, who cares? The religion has nothing to do with this. Because if religion has to do with it, then you should be going out there getting mad at anyone who's having premarital sex. Go out there and get mad at the gays. Hate the LGBTQ community. I'm sure there's a bunch of other shit that doesn't even make sense in today's age, right? But then you're only caring about this, which so it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense. Yeah, no one is ripping the child head off. Yeah, that part didn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, bro, like this shit's dying in your stomach, bro. I don't even think it has like, it's not sitting there in agony, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Say, well, want to cast lots for who dies today? No.
I knew that's what he was going to say.
Did it? Was it going to be the Jews or black people or what? I mean,
both. You were going to bring up both.
All right.
What do you guys think about birth control?
We're very, very pro. I'm the founder of Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising, and I have a whole bunch of activists here if you wanted to meet more leftists, secular pro-lifers.
Message to the kids.
Keep your weenie in your pocket. I mean, in your pants. Sorry. Save procreation for marriage. That's all. It's a gift sex.
Okay, so he's okay. I mean, at least he's consistent.
Human sexuality is a wonderful gift from our maker. If you do get pregnant, don't kill your baby.
While I found myself...
I respect the consistency. But if that was actually their message, no one would fucking support them. Imagine if that was actually his message. Hey, yo, guys, stop having sex before marriage.
Filming the Planned Parenthood bus, word about the travesties of free vasectomies and abortion pills was traveling across the country, ultimately landing in the humble Sonoran abode of Glendale, Arizona, where my cameraman Larry Susan waited patiently at a Trump rally.
They want to kill and murder babies because they are an inconvenience, but they want to couch it in the word choice. What choice does the baby have?
Bro, fuck the baby.
60 million aborted, murdered babies in this country since Roe v. Wade.
The overturn of Roe v. Wade was actually for the best of this country. It's going to make things a lot better in this country, as opposed to giving out abortions for free, just like they did by the DNC.
I don't know if you've seen right now, like the DNC, but they're celebrating abortion. They're having parties with abortion pills and they're dancing around. It's horrifying. I mean, I don't understand that.
It's horrifying, bro. How can you describe that shit as horrifying? You're like, what the fuck is like? What? It's horrifying. It's horrifying. What choice does my sperm have? Yeah, bro, fuck my sperm. I'm throwing that shit right on the tissue paper, bro. Who's having an abortion party? That's what I'm saying. Like, they're just sitting there, and like the way she's painting it is just a bunch of fucking blood everywhere. And they're everyone just fucking drinking the blood of babies. Like, brother, what the fuck?
This is the time. August 23rd, 2024. There's been a change in America. It's all about President Donald J. Trump, and J.D. Vance, and Robert Kennedy Jr. Let's go, America.
Let's fucking
Baby
go.
Baby Jesus could have been murdered.
Shut up,
baby Jesus.
To watch our full episode,
Baby
Arizona Trump
Jesus
Rally,
could have
go
been
to our
murdered.
Patreon. www.patreon.com.
Jesus could have been murdered.
As many of you know, we're completely
Brother, if all that shit was real, you think God is letting his child get aborted?
Contributions, which total about $5.
Like, wouldn't this all be a part of a predestined thing? So when did this all? These are all supposed to happen anyways?
Live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority.
Give that man a
Channel 5
toothbrush.
News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best.
I just don't get how people can care so much, bro. How can people care so much about a fucking baby, bro? A baby that's inside a womb. I'm so fucking sorry, bro. I just don't get it. Like, they see that shit. Yo, I'm not joking. If anyone ever used that argument with me, I would say I don't give a fuck. Like, that is literally my argument against that shit. I don't give a fuck. If it's not alive and outside and doing shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, that shit can die. If the case is that if I kill the person hosting this thing, right? So like, let's say like collateral damage, right? Like the mother dies and then therefore the baby dies, then hey, the baby's not fucking alive. I'm not fucking sorry about that. So like, you can't even argue that shit with me. Like, you can call me a fucking baby murder. I don't give a fuck. It's not gonna change my goddamn beliefs. Like, it's just not real. It's not real. Cause if it's real, then to me, sperm is real. So if the sperm is real, then you can't be jerking off no more. Not only can you not be jerking off, you can't even like bust a nut. Because if you bust a nut, unless all those sperms are getting birthed, like you're killing babies, right? So like, why are we stopping it at the conception phase? Mary got pregnant and was told it's Jesus' child, and she was like, "Nah, I ain't about that. Sorry, Godchild." She's like, "No, I ain't about that. She gets that shit aborted. Goes to Planned Parenthood." No, I don't care about like what side people are on, because like you can have your own opinions about shit, right? Like, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, but like to go out and make it like your whole life's mission about this, like, is fucking weird. It's weird. Yeah, I think the community you're talking about would be against jorking it. Oh yeah, would be against jorking it. Yeah. It's just like, I feel like you can't half-ass it. It's just too convenient to half-ass it. You know what I mean? Like, really? Like, you're telling me it starts to matter only when the girl has the baby? Like, when it starts conception, right? Like, that's the only time it matters? But, like, that's so convenient. Like, that's dead-ass convenient, because it just happens to be that guys are jerking off all the time. So, all of a sudden, like you don't want to argue against that, because they know all the guys do that shit, so it's not like they can't even argue that, because no one's gonna be on their side. Imagine, right? Imagine if your stance was like, oh, no more jerking off because you're fucking killing babies, right? No one would be on your side, so you just have to choose a side that like makes a little more sense in your, like, to the base, so that you can have support. It's like, it's so bullshit. It's just like way too bullshit, bro.